welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if that's the case. So I'm just going to kind of fill you in on what I'm doing today, or this evening, because it's after work for me. We are really focused on moving from the camper to up in the apartment because plumbing is coming in 2 days. So we're getting our plumber here, and it'll probably take him 2 days to get moving, and then we'll be able to just be completely fully functioning in our tiny home or garage apartment, whatever you want to label it as. We'll be able to be fully functioning up there. So we're starting to slowly move some things from the camper up there. Also, with this snow, with this snow that we've had, we've really just been it kind of set us into a little bit of a panic mode because the water in the camper, we are just really concerned about it freezing. Also, because of the freezing temperatures, and every night now it's well below freezing. So all of the people that we were getting water from in town, they've blown out their hoses and stuff, so we can't really get water from them anymore. We mentioned in the last video that Jordan and his dad got the well water pumping, just to put in toilets, and we can wash dishes with it. It's not running through, we pretty much just have a hose coming straight from our pressure tank, and that's what we're using right now kind of for the water, and then we're just buying our drinking water. But because of the whole water situation, because there's still some water in the tank in the camper, we're just kind of using down the rest of it to continue to do our dishes, and then we're gonna get ready to winterize it. Hopefully we'll be able to get that done this next week, and the big thing, get it down the mountain before it's too late, before it gets stuck here all winter. And we do have some very nice weather coming. Today it was probably about 54, so a lot of the snow melted. A lot of the snow came off the trees, where it was pretty socked in for quite a few days. Luckily our neighbor has a bobcat, and he was able to kind of scoop out our driveway and stuff, so we managed. But it's just been a winter's coming warning for us, so we've really been go go go. The other thing that we've done is we've moved from the camper into the cabin to sleep for now, until we can actually get up, get our bed moved into the a garage apartment. And that's just because the other thing with it coming to an end with the camper is we don't really want to fill up the propane tanks after they get emptied out. And so we've been keeping the temperature kind of low, warm enough to keep everything warm and the water warm, but low where it's just not as comfortable. Where the cabin, you guys, oh my gosh, this snow has made that cabin 10 times comfier than it was in the summer. It's just so cozy and nice in there. We just have a space heater, and it just warms that thing up really well. So that's kind of some things that we've been up to. Tonight I'm continuing to move some of the things from the camper up to the apartment space. We're gonna be buying a couple of just those plastic shelves, utility or garage shelves you see, tomorrow. So I'll be able to put all my pantry goods on one of those, because if you don't know, we don't have a fully functioning, I shouldn't say fully functioning, we're not gonna have cabinets and countertops quite yet. We do have a stove, we'll have a utility sink upstairs. So I mean, it has some of your basic functions, but we don't have cabinets. So we need to do something with storage in the meantime. So that is the plan. Right now I'm just kind of getting some boxes up there and stuff, and slowly moving some of our clothes. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to. You can kind of take a look around. It's beautiful. I don't know about you guys, but I just think that when the mountains have snow on them, they're 10 times more beautiful than they are when they don't. I was talking to my mentee about this last week, and she's like, yeah, I think it's just because they have more definition with the snow on them, so you just get a better picture of their size and what they look like. So It has just been really beautiful here the last few days. I've been very thankful to work from home because it's just been so cozy in that cabin and nice. But we'll keep you guys kind of updated with our progress over this weekend, kind of moving some things in. Alright, so this morning we are taking the trailer load of dump down to the dump. Just some
trailer load of dump.
Oh. Take two. This morning we are taking a trailer load of junk to the dump. It's just stuff that we've been kind of piling up as we take down the decks and took out that window thing. So we're taking that to the dump, and then we're going to be taking the trailer over to get some of our things and running just a couple errands too today. Running to the store to get some storage shelves and a last few things for our shower. So kind of just running around today.
Yippee.
So while we're here riding in the car, we thought we would fill you guys in on our metal siding thing. Situation. So, you want to tell them?
So, the saga has been basically, we had a guy come up earlier in the summer, and his bid was pretty high, higher end of things for sure.
Sorry for the bumpiness, guys. We are in the car. So anyway.
And so we kind of like, well, we're going to work on other stuff first. It's more important. And we kind of were struggling to find people to come bid, that kind of thing. And then we had a guy come bid, and his bid was kind of right where we were looking to do. And so we thought we were all set to go. And then he basically backed out.
Yeah, that was the guy who ghosted us.
Yeah. So then we were kind of asking around and kind of got another name of a guy who's kind of local to us. Anyway, so the numbers on this was essentially, first guy wanted like 10,000 plus materials. The second guy wanted 5,000 plus materials. And I think a true bid is somewhere in between there. So then we get this other guy comes up and he's like, oh, you need to do this and this. So I did some nailers and different things up there. Comes back, and just yesterday we got the bid. He wants 21,000 in labor alone.
In labor alone.
And so we were kind of thinking, well, obviously we declined that because that's stupid. But when 9,000's high, 21,000's definitely truly stupid. So
you guys, like that 21,000 plus like the materials would have been like more than we've spent on this project as a whole.
Not the project, but like infrastructure. Like it'd be more than our electrician, plumber, well guy, and excavation combined. Which, for a project that by all accounts is about a 3-day project for a crew, so 3 or 4 days maybe, so at most. So anyway, kind of ended up sort of thinking that basically he was trying to basically just screw us.
Take advantage of us.
Because
like,
winter, you know, is coming soon, and you know, but we're not desperate for that. I mean, we would have liked to have it done, but our building is sealed. We've got a vapor barrier with a foam. We got tieback on the outside. I'm not overly concerned with the longevity of the building by any means. So I wasn't really happy with that number, but I guess that's kind of goes to show you though, contractors, it's the full gamut. I mean, you've got guys that are gonna, you know, it's the private market, you know, so what they're willing to do it for, and in some cases how they're trying to take advantage of you. That's real, and especially I think more so like we know our plumber, and he's a good guy. The electrician is a good guy, fairly well known. Both those guys also have licenses. You know, you have to, you know, he's a master electrician, a master plumber. There's a reputation and a license sort of there, versus these sort of general contractor, general construction type of folks. Not saying by any means that they're all shysters or bad people, because there's a lot of good ones, but there's quite a bit less oversight and a little bit more just anarchy, I guess, in a sense, in there. Which, you know, it is what it is. We can choose who we want to use, and that's a great thing. But it's just a good FYI for people. I'm not saying that tradesmen could try to screw you too, but it just seems more so when I'm talking to people that it's excavation companies, it's, you know, general contractors that typically just have to have a basic, you know, self license.
Yeah.
And so that's been my experience. It's frustrating with the metal stuff, but I've been doing some research too, and I might just tackle it myself this upcoming year.
Which, I mean, honestly, that would be like a relief for us, because if we wait until summer, we're not in a crunch, we don't have to hurry. And then also, you know, if we do it ourselves, we're saving quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
So that is something that is very appealing as well. But the labor part, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be fairly intensive, but looking at it with the size of our building and just doing some research just even last night, it's fairly doable. It's actually a lot less complicated with the corrugated stuff.
Yeah, because we're gonna do corrugated on the wainscot, like not corrugated it's the corrugated pattern, but the color of the metal will be like a color that won't rust, because it's not gonna be like that corrugated that will rust, because I'm not a huge fan of that look. But anyway.
Yeah, so it's not terribly complicated, and tools and stuff like that not overly expensive. So I'm thinking, I mean, there's some more complicated parts of that, you know, like some of the trim stuff, some of the corner stuff, but I'm pretty confident in being able to do it. So maybe I'm thinking this upcoming spring, maybe towards the tail end of winter, get stuff ordered and get it up there, and then that'll be kind of the spring summer big project. And maybe actually, depending, because it's all from a metal manufacturer, I might just, maybe we'll pick up some roofing and do the whole thing.
Yeah, maybe.
So who knows, we'll just have to see. But
that was kind of a bigger change in plans here, but
everything's a moving target. But
yeah.
we got our plumber coming tomorrow, and maybe a little bit lead into Monday to get us up and running. I'll just have to trim out some fixture stuff, but we're pretty much in the home stretch on a lot of stuff here.
And being able to be moved in.
To move in, yeah. There's obviously still plenty of projects to do. So our big stuff this upcoming year, budget allowing, is to
drywall,
do drywall and
flooring,
kind of drywall, flooring, some trim out stuff to basically finish the upstairs of the building, and then finish the outside of the building as well. So we're hoping we should be done with the building, you know, 95% by this time next year is kind of the game we'll hope. So I think it's pretty doable as long as we budgetarily.
Yeah.
So it's good and bad news. I mean, kind of a relief because we're not having to make any more money and scramble and scrape. Because
it is. We were gonna have to borrow from our parents to do the siding, and so it's really nice that now we don't have to. That was like, yeah, that it kind of is a relief in a way. So yeah.
So anyway, yeah, it's just with the biggest frustration, I guess, over here for me on this whole project has been some of the contractor stuff.
Yeah.
It's mainly with the siding and, like I said, the non-tradesmen, but even some of the trades. So it's just coordinating some of that. It's a little bit frustrating, but just the not ethical, moral kind of stuff that seems to happen a lot in the construction industry is frustrating when I'm trying to, you know, people don't care, I mean, about your situation, really.
Yeah.
I mean, they're there for money, and there's nothing wrong with that. so frustrating. But yeah, just coordinating stuff. Learned a lot with some of the contractor stuff, but that's kind of been my biggest frustration on the whole thing. But all in all, it's still trucking along. The gas is nearly out of my tank though for the year, which is good because that's kind of where we're wrapping up now. So for the year, but anyway.
Wanted to fill you guys in on that. The last 2 videos, I was like, oh shoot, I didn't mention that. So while we're just stuck here in the car driving, I figured, hey, it's a good time to just talk about it and share with the people, with our audience.
So I just want to show you exciting thing. Pardon the mess, but
you know how it is moving in.
Yeah, you know how it is moving in. So we're kind of wrapping up for the year, obviously. There's a few things that we just couldn't squeeze in, time and money.
Show us pizza.
We do have a pizza though.
It's a kind of a tradition for us to make pizza, usually on Friday nights, homemade pizza, homemade crust and everything. We have not been able to do pizza since we moved because we haven't had a proper oven. So, and I could not find this stove because we probably could have done, or not stove, I couldn't find this pizza stone. We probably could have done it on the grill this summer.
Yeah.
But I could not find this stone and we finally found it.
Yeah, we're uncovering things. So anyway, drywall and flooring and trim is kind of the next big thing. I mean, obviously that's a big thing, but we can live in here. So yeah, we just got this bed moved in. We don't have water yet. We're just shy of having water. Just waiting on the plumber for a few things. But shower's pretty much done. I'm just gonna paint this because I actually don't need to put anything up there. And then it's just kind of tying it in. Vanity's in. Got a toilet set. I do have a shower door I'm gonna put in. It is warm up here. It stays warm. Just cooking with that oven. So yeah, we got the fridge moved up, a chair. I'm gonna put this TV up on the wall. Maybe we'll actually have time to watch a show once in a while this winter. But it worked out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with being able to get up in here. Once we have water, we'll be set to go.
Yeah,
so.
I'm thinking that this is gonna be kind of a cute little place when we get it all finished out. Just like even now, I think it's gonna be kind of nice. You show them I did all this yesterday.
Yeah, Megan got all of our
food stuff.
kitchen stuff. We're kind of moving out of the camper and.
Yep, I unpacked all our dishes, so we have our real dishes now.
Yeah, we just went up and grabbed our bed, chair, couple couches that are in the cabin. So the cabin's going to be kind of, as well as the office, like a detached little living room area. So we'll have like a TV and couch, couple couches down over there. So we gotta get a lot of stuff. We have a lot of organizing to do. We're just trying to make sure before snow flies we have everything in whatever building it needs to be in.
Well, snow already flew.
Well, before winter sets. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet. Drywall hopefully isn't a super long process. I don't think it's just gonna be a matter of organizing and moving things. Kind of thinking about maybe doing one room at a time, like do this bathroom and I'll plastic sheet it off, and then we can just drywall, tape, and mud, do the whole thing. Kind of we don't have to go super fast, but kind of just do as clean as possible, but have the sheeting up so that the dust and everything doesn't come out, or try to rig up some way to do that. Do like this room, then the bathroom, and then kind of maybe this big living area in the spring or something. So we'll just have to see what actually shakes. We got our window open because it is warm in here. It's like 70 degrees today, but Now with all the stuff in here, I'm sure it'll stay warm too. Anyway, we just wanted to share. Excited to get in here. So close to being like fully in here with water and everything. So right now we're still sort of in limbo, but we are close. And it's nice to be doing something like just unpacking stuff.
Yeah, like literally, this is like my wheelhouse. Nesting and making the inside nice. There's where I can really step up.
Today the only other things I did, I put some weather stripping up for the garage door. Maybe I'll show you that later. And then I kind of finished doing some flashing on this door in the back and the door downstairs. So just a couple things sort of button up because we're not going to get siding done. That's another project for next year. So anyway, thanks for checking it out, and we will see you back on the next project or next clip here.